The Banaz Mahmod case is one of the most shocking and tragic examples of honor-based violence in the UK. It not only exposed the brutal reality some women face within their families, but also highlighted institutional failures in protecting them. Banaz Mahmod was born in 1985 in Iraqi Kurdistan. At the age of 10, she moved with her family to London, part of the Kurdish diaspora escaping persecution. But although she moved to a new country, her family carried with them rigid patriarchal values that would ultimately claim her life. By the time she was 17, Banaz had already been forced into a marriage with a much older man, someone she barely knew. The marriage, according to her family, was meant to preserve their honor. Instead, it became a prison. Her husband was abusive, controlling, and violent. She was isolated from friends, stripped of autonomy, and treated more like property than a human being. After enduring years of abuse, Banaz did something that was considered unforgivable in her family's eyes. She left her husband. Even worse, in their view, she fell in love with someone else, a young Kurdish man named Ramith Soleimani. They were in a consensual relationship, but this was seen as a disgrace by her conservative relatives. In her family's twisted perception of honor, Banaz's choices had brought shame. The only way to restore it, they believed, was through murder. This was not an impulsive act. It was planned and premeditated by her father, uncle, and male cousins. They saw Banaz's autonomy as a threat and believed that by ending her life, they would cleanse the family's name. In the months before her death, Banaz approached the police 5 times. She handed over a written list of names, people she believed were going to kill her. She begged for protection. She even told them that she might not survive. The most chilling detail, she told the police, "My father is going to kill me." But her pleas were dismissed. One police officer even laughed at her, assuming she was exaggerating. No action was taken. No safety plan was made. Banaz was left alone. She wasn't being paranoid. She was being hunted. On January 24th, 2006, Banaz was lured to her grandmother's house in South London by her father. There, 3 men, including her cousins, were waiting. They tortured her for over 2 hours, strangled her with a shoelace, and stuffed her body into a suitcase. They then buried her body in a garden in Birmingham, over 100 miles away. Her boyfriend Ramith reported her missing, and a massive search began. But it wasn't until 3 months later that her body was found, decomposed but still in the suitcase. The murder sparked a massive police investigation. This time, the authorities took the case seriously, led by Detective Chief Inspector Caroline Good, who became a crucial figure in seeking justice. DCI Good tracked down Banaz's killers, even going as far as Iraq to extradite 2 of the suspects. It was one of the first successful extraditions from Iraq to the UK. In 2007, 5 men were convicted for Banaz's murder, including her father, Banaz Mahmod, her uncle, Ari Mahmod, her cousins, Mohammed Hama, Omar Hussein, and Mohammed Merit Hama. They received life sentences. Banaz's murder forced the UK to confront the reality of honor-based violence, a form of abuse rooted in cultural beliefs where a family's honor is prioritized over a woman's life. Her case exposed how cultural taboos can stop women from seeking help, highlighted institutional failures in protecting vulnerable victims, led to major reforms in how British police handle honor crime cases. In the years since her murder, Banaz's story has inspired documentaries such as Banaz, A Love Story, Emmy Award-winning, training programs in UK police forces on recognizing honor-based abuse, calls for more legal protections for victims of forced marriage and family violence. Perhaps most hauntingly, her boyfriend Ramith, who loved her deeply, never truly recovered. He later took his own life. Banaz Mahmod died because she dared to love, because she chose to live life on her own terms. because she trusted a system that failed her. But in death, her story became a symbol of what needs to change, a reminder that honor should never come at the cost of life, and a voice for every woman still trapped in silence. If you like this story, please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment about your thoughts on this case.